Hello and welcome to the Late Night Podcast. I'm your host, Aiden Edwards, and today we have a special guest here on the show.
Hi, it's me, Mr. V. How's everybody doing?
Alright, so I'm going to be interviewing him of how he became a Navy teacher and why he became a Navy teacher. So, what made you become a teacher?
STAR tests. What made me become a teacher? Summers off. Christmas, Thanksgiving, summers. So I wanted to coach football and I wanted to teach history, like from an early age, probably middle school, high school. And kind of got sidetracked on the way to teaching because I went in the military for 4 years and I finished my degree when I was in there. And the reason I became a teacher was to have a positive impact on as many people as possible. And at the end of, my teaching career, whenever that is, if one more kid did better because of me, then my job's done. Like that's all I need.
Now, how come you like teaching like audio and visual?
Because there's no STAR tests. It's fun. We get to do what we want. I don't have to follow a curriculum. I get to make my own projects. I can make projects with the kids' input, whereas when I taught history, when I taught math, you were told what to teach. You were told when to teach it. And in some cases, you're told how to teach it. Whereas with this course, I am it when it comes to this and robotics. I teach two of them. So I get to decide our pace. I get to decide what we do. There's nobody on this campus that has any idea what I do. So they really just leave me alone and we get to have a good time and the kids seem to like the class.
So I'm gonna ask you like something about your hair and how he looks. Basically, he wears a man bun, kind of. So in public, how often do you wear a man bun?
My hair? How often I wear my hair up? Pretty regularly. I've had short hair for longer than you've been alive. I've usually had hair shorter than yours. I started growing this out during the pandemic when we all got put inside. And I've had it trimmed twice in the last year, but like just a little bit. Mm-hmm. So this is just a phase. There's been times where I want to cut it short again because it's a lot of work to have longer hair. Mm. But I'm not there yet. I'm gonna probably let it go through the summer and see what happens. Maybe I'll let it go. Maybe I'll try and have the longest hair on campus for the men. I guess I'm in second place right now.
Oh, wow. So this is like an extra thing to like add on. So this is from Attack on Titan. It's a show. It's basically a look. Are you ever gonna do the Aaron Yeager look, meaning that you like have your man bun, that like strands of hair, right?
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. I would do a top knot, which is where you put the man bun up top and then you feed it back through. So I would do that. But as far as having bangs hanging down,
it's not like a huge bang. It's like two strands.
That sounds ridiculous.
It goes down there.
No, absolutely not. No.
Okay, so next we have Fact of the Night, which is like a thing I do every podcast, so I can have like someone like, oh, it's an interesting fact, it's weird, interesting art. Anyway, this fact is so certain types of fruit can actually light on fire. Like fruit. Certain fruit can light on fire and inside of a microwave. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it can light on fire. Yeah.
Who microwaves fruit?
I don't know.
If you put fruit in a microwave, then you're probably asking for trouble anyway.
Well, I mean, it's conducted by scientists because it's a chemical reaction, which kind of it's weird. Because it like basically makes the food to the fire.
So now you're gonna say so basically.
So basically, it makes into what scientists call a booty fireball. Basically, it's a little ball of fire sent out of it, and they looked at that experiment because they thought what could happen if they put it in the microwave, which is weird.
Well, don't put fruit in the microwave, or tinfoil, or forks, or anything metal, because that will create a spark show. Don't even have stuff touch the sides. If stuff gets stuck on the side, when it spins, it'll burn it. Yeah, I've had that happen to popcorn.
So now on to a couple more things to ask you. I love some funny stories.
Can I tell you some funny stories?
Yes.
I can tell you a lot of funny stories. The question is, are they appropriate?
They're appropriate.
So when I first started teaching, there was this young kid, we'll call him Anthony. And Anthony he needed a lot of attention. And then one day, I was teaching history class, and I looked back, Anthony was gone. He was sitting in his seat, turned around on the board to write something down, and he's gone, and the kids all had the smile on their face. Well, Anthony had gotten out of his desk and was crawling around on the floor trying to hide from me. This went on for about 30 seconds before I finally found him. Another time, I sent him out in the hallway to talk to him, and he stood to where when the door opened, the door would cover him up. So as I went out, I opened the door, and I looked down the hall left and right, and I didn't see him. I was like, where did he go? And as I turned to come back in through the little window in the door, I saw him just standing there cracking up laughing. Man, that was 13 years ago. So Anthony is now 27 years old. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm old. Not that old, getting old.
So what is your favorite period or thing, like in the school day?
What's my favorite period?
Yes.
Right now.
Right.
My favorite class?
Oh yeah, it's like.
I can't answer that one. I like lunch. I'm a fan of lunch. I'm a fan of my conference period. All my classes are pretty good, so I don't really have a favorite. Quietest would be 7th period. They barely talk. The most talkative would be 8th, and the class that we can have the deepest discussions in would be my advisory.
Oh wow. Oh, that's interesting. It's very interesting. Is there anything else, be like any facts about you that you like to say?
Facts about me, I like soccer a lot. I also do my own podcast. I have 4 kids. I work a lot, I'm busy. Yeah. I like records. I collect records, and I have 2 record players, one from 1962 and one from 1971.
Alright, well, basically, this is quote of the night. So quote of the night is basically, I say a quote when we talk about why, like, or what it could mean in human terms, like how it mean for us. So basically, quote this night is, in order for a glow stick to shine brightly, it had to break first. Which basically means, for me, in my opinion of what that means, basically like, in human terms, basically, sometimes you have to go through hard times in order for you to basically become like a new person, basically, or become stronger. I
agree 100%. Sometimes you have to break something in order to fix it.
Yes, that's good. How that means. That is basically how that means.
That's a good. I agree, like completely. Like you're right. I think you're right. In my opinion.
Yes, in my opinion. All this is based on my opinion.
And if it's his opinion, it can't be wrong.
All right, so this is all we have for the podcast, and I'd like to thank you for being here on the podcast. And so this is the end. I'll see y'all later, and I hope y'all have a nice night.
Hey, like his show, subscribe to his show, rate his show, tell your friends, tell your parents, tell them about this show. Spread the word.
All right.